Welcome to the Heart of the Elders. Alright, did a little bit of setup here, but there's even going to be even more setup. Alright. We didn't do Interlude 2, The Jungle Beckons, so we'll do that. So we already finished Boundary Beyond. Thank goodness we got out of that. I'm very proud of myself. Now towards the jungle. Towards the Cavern of Nakai. I think that's what it was called. Alright. But we're still trying to get there. Once more you venture south, leaving the safety of the civilization behind. There is no time to waste. The path of the Nexus lies on familiar ground, not far from your previous expedition's trail. Soon you are deep within the jungle, surrounded by all sides by hazardous, some natural, others bizarre. In order, reach the following sections. Check your supplies. If one of the investigators must cross off one gasoline from his or her supply. If no gasoline was crossed, read out of gas. I'm pretty sure we do not have gasoline because we only got one. And where did my pencil go? Oh, there it is. Yes, we are out of gas. I only bought one gas. Unfortunately, a dozen or so miles north of the edge of the rainforest, your car ran out of gas. Since you're pressed for time, you decided to walk the rest of the way instead of returning to refuel. Traveling by foot set you back several hours, but soon enough you reached the jungle once more. Well drawn, open in hands, during the next area, investigators cannot take a mulligan. So that's good and bad. Alright, check your supplies. If the visitor has a map, he or she reads a path discovered. Thanks to your map, of which has been marked from the previous expedition, you're able to clear a path through this rainforest without getting lost. You reached your destination on your own terms. On your campaign log, recorded that you mapped the way forward. Mapped the way forward. Check your supplies. The investigators as a group must cross off one previous provisions per investigator from their supplies. For each provision they cannot cross off, choose an investigator to read low on rations. Well, we have 2 rations from Leo, so we're going to use those 2 rations. I should say, provisions. Yeah. So he has no more provisions. We only have 1 left, and that's with Ursula. And if we didn't have any provisions, we'd actually start the scenario with 3 less resources, which isn't good. Check your supplies. Each investigator with medicine may cross off from his or her supply to choose and remove poison weakness. We don't have to worry about that. We do have medicine, but none of us are poisoned. And I just realized I didn't put crippling poison in the deck, so put that over there, get that ready. As you trudge through the lush jungle, a past series of familiar overgrown temple ruins, your keen eye spots a pattern amongst the stone wall of the structure. Upon closer examination, you find vines and cracked dirt as hidden in elaborate carvings of hieroglyphs. Check your supplies. If any investor has a canteen, he can read the stones. Otherwise, read secrets in the stone. None of us has a canteen, so we read secrets in the stones. Try as you might, you're unable to clear off the dirt and vines with only your bare hands. You have no choice but to leave the mystery behind. Alright. Check the chaos bag and the campaign log. If all the following are true, the lead investigator reads face restored. If there are 2 or more cultist tokens in the chaos bag, which there is, the investigators forged a bond with Hitaka, which we did. And Hitaka has confidence in you. And yes, she does. That's my phone. One moment. Nope, left. Alright. So, back when I was trying to do that, get at least 3 for Boundary Beyond, I was trying to get Shitaka to have confidence, and we did it. So basically, we restored her faith. So, faith restored. On the eve of your second night within the jungle, you and your companion sit in front of a dim campfire, keeping warm, trying to remain relaxed despite the tasks ahead of you. Shitaka approaches the campfire and sits across from her. Her eyes are cast to the ground. Her shoulders sags with a burdensome weight. I feel that I must apologize to you, she admits, peering in the flickering fire. You have proven yourself to be both wise and formidable. I have done nothing but command you and endanger you at every turn. There's a long, peaceful pause between you. Perhaps there is hope for humanity after all, she says under her breath as she meets your gaze. Does this speak for you, or for herself as well? Ishtaka raised to her feet after some time. I trust you take the first watch. Be on the lookout for serpents. They are surely on the lookout for us. Your camp is quiet from the rain of the night, but for smooth and cracking with the campfire and the choir of the chirping insects whose singing fills the night air. In your campaign log, record that Ishtaka's face is restored. Ishtaka's faith restored. That's going to be a big deal later. Add 1 cultist token in the chaos bag. Oh, where did I put the tokens? There they are. Where is a cultist token? There we go. Here's a cultist token. And why is my mic not the right way? Sorry. Yeah. There we go. To be continued. Alright. Heart of the Elders. So this one actually has 2 parts. Heart of the Elder Part 1 and Heart of the Elders Part 2. So we're playing Part 1 right now. Okay. Intro 1. It's been several days since your party ventured forth into the rainforest once more, and each day the hazards you face grow more dangerous and frequent. Securing enough food and supplies for the journey is a constant struggle, and you're harassed at every turn by the jungle's inhabitants. Unfortunately, you have seen no sign yet of the serpent people who attacked the previous expedition, but you're positive they are out there, watching, waiting. On the morning of the 6th day, you find the entrance. It's a huge cave opening, particularly obscured by trees, bush, and vines. You nearly missed the great cavern wall altogether despite its enormity. Surrounding the cavern's entrance are 6 stone pillars, covered in strange grooves and carvings that glow with a dim red hue. Perhaps one of your guides will understand what this means. We can consult with Ishtaka, consult with Alejandro, or consult the expedition journal. Let me put this in real quick. But yeah, so since I already know what this is, I'm wondering what would be best for us. I'm thinking we probably talk to Ishtaka. And just because of story reasons wise too. She already has a face with us. We had a sharing little moment the other night. So let's see what she has to say. We consult with Ishtaka, proceed to Intro 2. The entrance is warded against intruders, Intaka says cryptically, her eyes close as through probing the cavern with unnatural senses. These pillars are the key. Each test of wit and will. She steps toward one of them and touches it with her palm, and its glow brightens. You notice now that the grooves among the pillars' foundation describe a pattern you've seen somewhere before. If Ishtaka believes the place to be warded, you trust her opinion. There must be some way to break these wards. Begin the scenario with Ishtaka in play. So, we get her out and just put her out there. Now, if you chose with, he's doing fine on this deck. If you chose Alejandro, you'll start with him, and if you choose the Expedition Journal, you step that. The only reason why I didn't want to do the Expedition Journal is because Leo also has a compass, which we'll be needing to help go through the exploration deck. And I didn't want to, use the extra turns. I wanted him to basically stay here while he's helping figure out what the next plan of action is. Alright, we set up. If 6 paths are known to you, skip this scenario and proceed immediately to resolution 1. So, remember the last time when we said we needed to get as much as we can, and we got 3 out of 6? Well, this is the reason why. There are 6 pillars. Since we've already found 6 ways, we get to put we found 3 ways, so 3 of the pillars are already done. For each path you've known to, you place 1 resource of the mouth of Kinyan, which there's 3 because we have 3 paths. I've already did that. So randomly choose one of the following 3 locations: Overgrown Ruins, Temple of the Fang, and Stone Altar, which I did. I've already did that early, and it was Overgrown Ruins. Shuffle the randomly location into the exploration deck. Remove the other 2 from the game, so the other 2 won't show up. This will.
And check campaign log. If the investigators mapped out the way forward, instead of shuffling randomly, choose the location. Instead of shuffling the randomly chosen location, the next person put into play. So it is. It's already in play. And actually, it connects to this. I didn't think it would. So, all right. So after you enter, if you're poisoned, lose all remaining actions, and end your turn. So there's 5 on there. But yeah. And that's the setup. All right. Did enough shuffling while we're doing that. Yeah. Okie dokie. So, let's look at the agenda. The jungle's heart. You are deep within the jungle now, surrounded on all sides of the uncharted wilderness. All around you, the rainforest sings, its lyrics found in every chirping insect, every snapping tree branch, every serpent's hiss. I can explore, draw the top card of the exploration deck, blah blah blah. And let's look at the act. Search for the pattern. 6 stone pillars around the entrances to the cavern, each covered with a series of uncanny grooves and hieroglyphs that form an intricate pattern. Touching them briefly causes the grooves to grow brightly, and twisting them to cause patterns to shift and change. Perhaps these match the glyphs found in the other regions of the jungle. So, we need 4 clues altogether. There's already 2 down here, but it's at 5, so it's going to be really hard. So let's go ahead and draw our cards. Alright, so Leo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can't mulligan, so we're stuck. What will we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Unless it's a weakness. Deduction, Tooth of Esli. Okay, this is actually really good. Very good, actually. Alright, for Ursula. Put hers right here. So, we also have a pretty good Leo as well. Very good Leo. Alright, so, what are we going first? Alright, I think this is what we do. I think I can get Ursula to get over here and grab these 2. I have deduction. I have things I can do, and then I can connect the dots from somewhere else. But first, we need to get this. Alright, so we're going to go with Leo first, and we're going to do, after each turn begins, reducing its cost by 1 by putting down an ally. We have 2 ally slots. Should I put in my cat burglar? Yes. We're going to play 3 resources to put down cat burglar. That's going to be very helpful. And we have 2 actions left. And then we're going to spend 1 to put down lone wolf. I have 1 action left. Check your supplies. If you have a compass, look at the top 3 cards of the exploration deck. Place 1 on the bottom, the other 2s on top in any order. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Time Rip Woods, River Canyon. I want to have these 2. This one's an O. I can't get there. So, this one does have an O, but who can get there? No one. Well, crap baskets. Neither of these can actually be found. Well, that sucks. So, well, we're putting the low on supplies. And that's the end of Leo's turn. Alright, Ursula. Your turn. First thing first, we're going to put the discs out for 1 action. So if a monster does show up, we're ready for them. And then you're going to explore. First 2 are nothing. The next one is heart. Next one, oops. Pitfall. Put Pitfall in the exploration deck or attempt through. Okay, so these get shuffled back in, and we get a Pitfall. So attempt 3. For each point you fail, take 1 damage. So we're up by 1. I don't have anything to help. Does Leo? I think he actually does, but I don't think I want to use any. And it's only a couple I think would be good. So we're up by 1. And it's a 0. So sweet. That goes in the discard pile. And she's going to explore once again. Did I shuffle these? I don't remember I did. So we'll shuffle this real quick. Alright, first one. Path of Thorns, not connected. Time Wrap Woods, not connected. Not connected. Yeah, these are not connected. Serpent's Haven, not connected. Not connected. Holy crap. Low on supplies. Let's go ahead and take 1 damage. Both of us will all take 1 damage. So he's going to put 1 on Shitaka and 1 on herself. So this gets all shuffled in again. Well, we weren't able to do anything, unfortunately. And I was hoping she would be away from Leo. But at this point, I think she wants to go to the Overrun Ruins and then start searching, because we're not finding anything connected. Alright. Maybe there's not, so. Okay, next step. There's no enemy phase. Everyone gets 1 resource. 1/1. So maybe I will have her go over here and then Leo can stay. Let's see what happens. And then we put 1 Doom. Net. And Leo, you get Apex Stranglewood. Alert and retaliate. Makes an attack of opportunity against you. Victory. I can have my gun out, that would be much better, but I don't have my gun. Actually, instead of putting it in a stock, we'll put it on the cat burglar. After X-Fix makes an attack or opportunity, check all your supplies. If you don't have a pocket knight, lose all remaining actions and lose your turn. Alright. Ursula, you get a Basilisk. That's actually... No, don't be connected. This big thing. But we're going to use our discs to get rid of that. So he never shows up. So he gets discarded instead. Alright, so how do we want to do this? I want Ursula to go first. It does have victory, and it's good for us to have victory. Alright. Yep, so let's go ahead, have Ursula. Oh, did we forget to draw a card? We did. So Ursula, you get Dr. Ellie Hollowitz, and Leo, you get a Venturer. Venture. Alright. So. Actually, I should have used that 1. Oh well. Alright. Let Leo take care of the Alpex. You, Ursula, gonna move 1. And then you're gonna go ahead and spend 3 resource. Put down Ellie, and that's 2 actions right there. The top 9 decks, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Wow, we got absolutely no relics. So, thank you, Dr. Ellie. Dr. Hollowitz. You did not help us. In fact, you basically wasted a turn. Okay. So she's going to go ahead and explore. First one, Path of Thorns. Okay. We're getting somewhere. Oh, and the Apex Stranglewood. How? We don't just realize. What should we put for the monster for our Apex? It's basically a whole bunch of vines. I don't really have a plant monster, so we'll just use the star vampire. It looks like a bunch of vines. And he's right up on Leo. So we got the trail. There's 2 locations on there, and it is connected both ways. Yeah, both ways. So she moves over. And does she want to go ahead? For free investigate. There's additional cost for you to investigate or to explore. Well, that's not good. Well, we get this good all enough, but yeah. Let's see. How do we want to do this? Well, take an investigate action. So she would technically not be able to investigate anyway. Alright, that's the end of her turn. Alright, so Leo, you get a free bonus. And then we are going to try to evade. What's your favorite thing to do? So we're against a 3, and we're at 1, 2, 3. Or I can just cap ogre and move. Yeah, just use cap ogre. Boom, free. And it's right here. Okay. And then I'm going to gain 1 resource for my next action. Then I'm going to put out my 45 automatic. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright. That's the end of the turn. He was like, no, wait. Does he have Hunter? No, but he stays there. But he wasn't evaded. So everyone gets, let's see. So he stays there. We all get 1 resource. 1, 1. Ursula, you get fine clothes, which you don't really need. And Leo, you get a beat cop, which would be nice if you could use them. Actually, you can't. You can't even hold them because you have too much. Oh, I need another charisma on him. Alright. 1 doom. And Leo, you get ants! Test for for each point, discard a random card from your hand or discard a card from your play area. That's not good. So, we are going to commit. I'm out of here because that has 2. So we're at 3, 4, 5. So we're up by 1. That's not too good, but. And we get -2. So we lose 1. So discard a random card from your hand or choose 1 from the discard area. So let's get 1 from our random from our hand. We lose Beat Cop. Of course we did. Alright, Ursula. Poisonous spores. Attach to your location. At the end of the round, each investigator who is poisoned takes 2 horror and becomes and will become poisoned. So we do not want to be there. Alright. Our turn. So if I go to I'm gonna go to Leo first, who gets 1 for his lone wolf. We're gonna have to kill that thing. So could we? We could deal 2 damage, 2 damage. That's the problem. I need more damage. He has 6 health. So we're gonna move 1 over there. So we're gonna move 1, and we're going to go ahead and shoot him twice. So the first time, use 1 ammo. So she also gets +2 because it's a victory point. So I'm at 4, 6, 7 versus 3. We're up by 4. Skull. If you're in a cave location, which we are, it's a -3, but we still pass. So we do 2 damage on him. Then we're going to do again, shoot him again. -3. I'm pretty sure we got it. It's 3, so he's excess. We need to get to 6. Yeah, we got him. And that's another 2 damage. Let's take 1 out and put a 3 on it. So it's almost dead already. Alright, Ursula. While he's dealing with that, you deal with this crap. You need to get out of there and not end your turn there. So, we're not going to be able to do connect the dots as much as I was hoping. Let's see. She is down resources. I can grab. So, you know what? Let's grab 2 resources. 1, 2. And we're going to do a movement. That's all of our resources. And we're going to do a free check. And this is just going to be a 4, so we're at a -1. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Cultist. If you fail, put a doom on your toe. Oh, that's bad. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Alright. Enemy's turn. He's going to hit us for 1 damage and 1 mental. So mental is going to go both on its Taka. Now we both get 1 resource. Draw a card. You get called the Unknown Ursula, which is really bad. She's constantly getting her weaknesses. Not Leo. Leo gets a machete, which would be pretty decent right about now, to be honest. Alright, so 1 doom goes into play. It's gonna hit next turn. Alright, so Leo, you get Lost in the Wilds. Test 3 will. Fail, take 1 horror point for each daily button, add Lost in Threat. You cannot move or explore. That's fine. So we're up by 1. And we get a cultist. Holy crap. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Because it's going to hurt anyway. It doesn't actually do anything. So this is our threat area. Let's put it right here. Alright, Ursula. Snake Bite. Test 3. But if you fail, you must either choose 5, kill her, or take 1 direct damage and get a poisoned. Well, Ellie, if we fail, you're going to die because you did not help us at all. So we're up by 1. And that's -2. So Dr. Ellie's dead with a snake bite. We don't care because she did not really help us at all. And another doom's in place, which doesn't actually matter at all. Now that's a lot of doom. That doesn't matter. Alright, let's go with Leo first. He gets 1, so let's actually take these 2 and have it so he has 4. And he's going to shoot. -2, which is a pass, which kills the Apex Strangleweed. Thank goodness. Then killed him. It goes down to 2. We still have 2 actions. Well, the first thing we're definitely going to do is to use the compass for the top 3 cards so she can explore. Path of Thorns, ants. We do not want ants, that's for sure. Discard a card from your play area. Oh, that's your threat area. I was like, could that work? No. Wow. So, yeah, none of these are very good. So let's put this on the bottom. Wowzers. Last action. Spend 3 to put out the machete because we're going to be running out of. Alright. So, everyone gets 1, 1. 1. She gets Jake Williams, which could be helpful. And Leo gets Darren. Go back to 3. Go back to 3. And this pops. Which means all these go away. After exploring the rainforest for hours, you reach the top of the steep ridge from which you can see much of the surrounding area. Uncanny wind creatures call from you from above, circling over the cavern entrance like vultures waiting for their meal. From this vantage point, you may be able to see approaching threats as they traverse the brush below. If only you had something to help you. Shuffle the encounter discard pile into the encounter pile. Ah, crap. I don't want to face those ants anymore. Or the basilisks. The lead investigator choose one less scared and will be a lookout. Then check his play. If the lookout has binoculars, he or she is able to see the creature that floats and avoid it. Lookout suffers no ill effects. Do we have binoculars? Yes, we do. So basically, Leo saw some enemies and like, nope, out of there. So that's good. That's a victory penalty right here. Setting sun. The day advances quickly. Though the thick company of trees, you can tell that the sun is starting to sink closer to the horizon. To the east, the sky grows dim. Soon the jungle will be covered in darkness, and you have to stop to make camp for the night. Draw the top card, so same thing. Alright, so, and Lost in the Wilds goes away at the end, which should have been actually gone in there. Alright, so let's go to the discard the encounter deck. So, Leo, you get ants, which isn't good at all. So you have 1, 2, shit, he's at 3 out of -1. And he gets a doom on it, holy shit. So we lose 3 items, so I'm gonna take, we're just gonna throw his whole entire hand out. But there's a doom on play, so that sucks. I hate the ants, hate them. And Ursula gets Lost in the Wild. You really don't want that because you're going to Call of the Unknown. So you're going to play Guts. So you're up by 2. Skull, -1. It's not a cave, so you can pass it. Just fine. And she draws a card. And it's manual dexterity. Alright. Now, I think it's best that what we do is so we're losing a lot of things. We'll do Call of the Unknown and say right here. So she's going to move here and then basically do her free action. So she's up by 2, which gives a -2, so we pass. Call of the Unknown doesn't work. That's one of our actions. Move. It's another action. And then we're going to explore for our last action. Or not explore, but gain this. And we're going to play Deduction. And Jake Williams. So we're up by, so it's 5. We're up by 3. And we got a Cultist, which we do pass. Pass by 1 extra, so we get both of these tokens, these clues. And then we're going to play 1, 2, 3, 4. Connect the dots. And to connect the dots, to grab these 2. that's the end of her turn. But let's go ahead and search for the patterns. So let's spin these. Winged Serpent spawns at the mouth of Kinyan. Great. So let's actually have a Winged Serpent, which we kind of do have. So bam, and he's going to automatically engage. Cannot be defeated, cannot make attacks of opportunity. If the pillar token is placed on the mouth of Kinyan, exhausted the Winged Serpent, it does not ready during the upkeep phase. So this guy's going to stay out. He's just going to be up and alive. Oh yeah, we forgot. Ishitaka actually heals, for killing the Apex, she will actually heal one of these because of her ability. After you move an enemy to the victory display, exhaust and Chacha, then heal each one horror from you and her. You have discovered the ruins within the jungle, which bears a distant pattern of glyphs, which match those from the 6 pillars. As you turn the pillars to match these patterns, a serpentine appears depends on your clouds. The investigators at the Mouth of Kinyan spends 2 clues as a group to solve one of the puzzles, add 1 resource. To solve the puzzles, if there are 6 pillars on order to enter Kinyan, there are 6 pillar tokens and advance to 2B. So basically we need to have 6 now. And that means we need to have 4 these. Does this guy have makes attack for opportunity? No. Alright. So Leo's turn, which you gain 1. But first things first, we're gonna use our compass to look at the thing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, yep, we look at all 3. Path of Thorns, Serpent Haven. None of them goes anywhere. What the hell? All right. Well, the Winged Serpent is going to hit Ursula 1 damage. There's no way we can not do that. So that's 1. At this point, just do the Lost in Wilds. Path of Thorns, Serpent Haven. None of them attached to any. Not even to the one down there. So, let's put this down on the bottom. He's going to move 1. Is he massive? Oh yeah, he's massive, so he's always going to be right here. And then he's going to go ahead and explore. Because, oh my god. Path of Thorns, not going to happen. Serpent Haven. River Canyon, no. Rope Bridge. When you attempt to explore while at the rope bridge, okay. So where can the rope bridge go? So you go here, and you can go back. Boom. Boom. And there's 2 right here. Alright. That's the end of your turn. So enemy's turn. Winged Serpent's going to move here. And he's going to hit Ursula. Alright. Rescuer's phase. Boom. Boom. Ursula, you get emergency cash. And you get Leo DeLuca. Which might be helpful. Alright, so we put one here. Leo, you get Voice of the Jungle. At the end of your turn, if you do not successfully explore, take 1 horror. Great. Alright. And Ursula, Ants! So she's going to use her manual dexterity. So she's up by 2. And she's going to use her Fine Clothes, so she's up by 3. Oh! So she gets a free movement. That's actually helpful. So not only the Ants goes away, she draws a card, crack the case. She moves here, and then after you make a move to a location, we're going to investigate. And we're going to investigate here. She's going to go ahead. She's already up by 2 naturally. So let's put that back in. And an auto fail. Alright. So, that was interesting. Alright, Leo, what should we do? Leo's not going to make that test very well. We lost her extra ability on Ursula. So let's have Leo go first. Or if we have Leo go first, he won't be able to use that. So where else can we go that's not available? We can have a triangle. We have a heart. And an O. Alright, so Ursula is going to explore. Test 2, so she's already up by 2. So she failed. Ironically, she failed. Cancel, take 2 damage. She's hurt badly now. She only has 3 left. Lose all remaining actions in your turn. Place your investigator at the river canyon. So she falls off the rope bridge into the river canyon. So at least we get to the area. I was wondering if this goes away. No, it doesn't. So the river canyon. Does it go here? Yes, it does. And it goes right here. We are not going to be able to get it this turn. I'm highly doubtful at this point. So, let's get these all together. We might, just might be able to do it. But we need another location. We're not doing the rope bridge, that's for sure. Alright. Leo, it's your turn. You get 1. And we're going to use your free action. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to bring out Leo DeLuca. And we're going to get rid of your cat burglar. So you have 4 actions now, because that was a free action to bring him out. First thing we're going to do is explore. 2 actions to explore. So we're up by 1. Oh, we never did call the unknown, so she's going to hit by 2. So yeah, so this gets shuffled back into her deck, and then she hits by 2 horror. Two. So Leo's up by 1. 1 gets 1. Does his next action, so he has 3 actions left. Auto fail. So do another action. No, I did 4. So that was 2 actions right there, so I have 2 left. 1 left after this. -1. Yeah, he gets it. Sweet, so... And then he's going to move down 1 for his last action. Alright. Winged Serpent is going to go down over here. Alright. And then... each gain 1 resource. 1/1. Leo, you get Darren. And Ursula, you get Crack the Case, which you don't really need. That could be helpful though. Alright. So we have another Doom. I have 2 actions left. Leo, you get Lost in the Wilds. So you were up by 1. You get a 0, so you pass. Ursula, you get Creeping poison surge. No one's poisoned. Low on supplies. And she's going to choose each investigator choose and discards an asset they control. Which I'm going to get rid of my 45 automatic. Alright. We need to explore and to get things. Now, how should we do this? She can help Anderson get these 2 clues, and Anderson can use Ever Vigilant to get 5, so we up by 1. I think. Wait. Yeah, he still has Voice of the Jungle, and he didn't explore, so he takes 1 horror. Crap, I forgot about that. Let's put it on his Taka. All right. Forgot about the Voice of the Jungle. All right, let's see. We need to explore another area. How do we want to do this? I don't care about resources on Leo right now. Darren's only going to be helpful to disengage. We might be able to do this. How many do we have? I think there's 1 more encounter card in there. Let's go with Leo first. Leo is going to use Ever Vigilant to get +2, so he's at 5. So he's up by 1. Then Ursula is going to use Crack the Case to have him be up by 2. Skull, -1. We got it. It's 3. There's no way I can do it again. If she does Crack the Case, it wouldn't work. So, he's going to explore. He gets Path of Thorns, which is available, by the way. Where should we put the Path of Thorns? Let's move this all up. Path of Thorns right here. Is it connected anywhere else? It isn't. So it looks like it goes both ways, I believe. Yep. There's 2. Take 1 damage if you fail, it's fine. After you explore. Alright, so if we get these 3, we go back, get the hell out of here. So, for his next action, he is going to explore. So he's even right now. If I fail, I'm going to take a damage. I pass. So he gets that. I think we can do this. We think we barely do this. I get top 3 cards. 1, 2, 3. None of them are assets. Assets? Ally assets. None of them are ally assets. So he moves, explores, gets 1. No, wait, so how much did he had? He got 1 before. Wait. Oh, it's going to be one of those times where I'm like, so he got 1, he explored, so be at 2. Now he's at 1. And he's going to explore again. Place a doom on your. God damn it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh shit. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's not good. We failed horribly. We didn't get any. I forgot to put this back in the last 2 times. I forgot to put that back the last 2 times. So let's go back and do that again. So he goes down, do the first one. Auto fail. Takes 1 damage. Do it one more time. His last action. -3. takes another damage. Great. Great. All right, Ursula. We're just gonna make a movement down, and she's gonna spend one crack the case to explore, so she's up by 2. +1, I could have got that earlier. She has none. She tries again. Does another action. Take 1 horror. Great. That's so she moves, she explores one more time, and she takes a damage. This is going to be very close. Oh, god damn, I forgot to put it back in. One, 2, 3, 4. We can't do it. We can't get back. Because that takes a whole action to do. He's going to take 1, 2, 3, 4 to get there, and he doesn't have another action. She won't even be able to get back. So we just fucked this up good. She's at 5, 5. I'm just going to put the Tooth of Etzli out. There's no way we can do this. Alright, put another Doom token on the Setting Sun. Alright, so, and you get Horror, which we'll put on Leo. Because of that, he moves. Alright, Ursula, you get Shortcut. You get Shortcut. Okay, and Leo, you get Thompson. Alright, Leo, you find a Basilisk prey nearest to the mouth. So he's a hunter. So he's on Leo right now. Great. Another certain move. And Ursula, you get ants. So I'm not worried. Oh, and you get +1, so you're at 5. So you're up by 2. No, you got snake bites. And she gets to move to a location. Wow. So she moves to a location. She moves here. And we're going to use our free action to, and she gains a card. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. And she's going to use her free action to go ahead and try to get that. She's at 0. +1. Oh, wow. Okay. Our turn. Basilisk hits us for 2 damage each. He can go 1, 2, 3, 4. And she can go 1, 2, 3. So, first things first. Ursula, so let's figure this out. Because I think we're not going to get them all, but we're going to get 2 pillars. We can get 2 pillars at least. This is a fast action. I can put it down here. So he gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 actions. So she'll get hit by 10 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 times. No. Yeah, 3 times. it wasn't for that basilisk, we would have had another turn and be able to get those two. I can at least put one in on it. Let's see. Leo. So 1, 2. So 6. It would be just enough to kill Leo. Like, just enough. He's not going to make it to the cavern. There's no way he can do it. So all these clues are worthless on him. I can evade it and move this way. And that's fine. I can evade it. He has a evade of 4. I have 1, 2, 3. There's 5. 6. I'll be up by 2 to evade. So Ursula would be 1, 2, 3. But she uses one of her pathfinders. So let's go to Ursula first. Free action, because this is a fast that we've attached shortcut to the river canyon. So, 0 for actions. Resolve that. No action. 1, 2. And I spend 2 clues as a group to add 1 resource. Bam. We get 4. Alright. Leo. Leo. We are going to get the hell out of here. So, we're going to evade. So, how are we going to evade? So do 1 action to evade. So against his 4, against my 1, 2, 3. Darren, commit this card to a skill test only during attack or evasion. After this test ends, draw a card. So he has 1, 2, 3, 6. Against 4, we're up by 2. We get +1. So he's been evaded. Then we go 1, 2, 3. Well, we forgot I draws a card, which is not going to help me, unfortunately. It actually might have helped me. If Ishitaka didn't have this 1 attack, we could have gotten there. But yeah, that was really close. Alright, end of the turn. Draw cards. She gets Call of the Unknown. Again, she gets her Call of the Unknown like crazy. Alright. And blah blah blah. And we get a Doom token. There's 5 Doom tokens. So they all go away. Night comes swiftly, blanketing the rainforest in a dim moonlight. The sounds of the jungle change as nocturnal creatures start to emerge. Soon, the air is filled with the buzzing and chirping of strange insects, even stranger bees, the identity of which you're unable to determine. The dangers of the nighttime are too great to ignore. The darkness makes it difficult for you to study the glyphs and patterns necessary to shift the pillars correctly. You have no choice but to set up camp and can continue your exploration in the morning. I'm just glad there's no bad things happen. Alright, so we all forced to resign. What happens when we resign? The hazards of the jungle are too dangerous for you to continue exploring. You remain any longer, these odd pillars will mark your grave. You decide to flee for now, returning to a familiar clearance several miles away from you where you can recuperate. You know that you must eventually return to the pillars and figure out the pattern to open the way forward. But for now, at least you're safe. If there are more pillars tokens on the Kinyon that when the beginners then the Skinno begins on your campaign log, cross out the many paths and record X the number of the pillars. So we added 1 token. So there are 4 paths known to us now. Investigator must replay Heart of the Snare Part 1. Reset the game so do not record anything else in the campaign log except for any trauma. No experience points are gained from your previous game. Any player whose investigator was killed or must play new mission. Alright, so we lost all of our victory points because of that. All right. And we lose any things that we get for that. I think. Gotta check that out. So, Serpent, you guys are probably back. Put these out. And put this out. Ursula was on the verge of getting hurt there. We were just very unlucky. I wouldn't say unlucky, but that's the problem with being friends with this Taka. We have, I think, 4 cultist tokens in here, so we're dropping Doom like crazy. Nightfall. Yeah. Guess you guys are gonna see me how I set everything up. So the Mouth of Kinyon is still gonna be out, and there's at least gonna be 4 pillars on it. So let's go ahead and set up our characters right there. Voice of the Jungle. Basculus. Poisonous Spores. The overgrown ruins are now gone. Goes back into the encounter deck. My Apex Strangleweed, which I was trying to kill in the beginning, was being mean to me. I also lose Ichtaka, so we can't set her up again. I do get Ever Vigilant, goes back on here. Alright, let's do the setup phase once again. Let's double check that these are shuffled. Okay. Set the game to the setup. Gather our cards. We did. And play. Place each path known to you. Place 1 resource. We did. If you have played the scenario before and have reached Act 2, flip 1 act over and place it under. Ah, crap. So the Winged Serpent actually comes out in play. He has 5. Oof. Okay. Create a jungle deck, 6-sided jungles. So, okay, we have Lost in the Wilds, we have ants, unfortunately. So we have ants, Lost in the Wilds, Lost in the Woods, Lost in the Wilds? Yeah, Lost in the Wilds. We need Pitfall. Pitfall. Pitfall and low on supplies. Okay. So we have 10 turns to get 4 resources on this thing. So we know what we need to do. Ugh. The first time I played this, I actually got it all in one go. All 3 of them. I didn't think I had that many victory points though, but we were slowed down in the beginning and all those Doom kept coming up. I think we could have done it had it not all those Doom. Alright. Kind of like to weave everything in and start shuffling them. Alright. Randomly choose one of the following again. One of the 3 ruins. Oh. Oh. Where did I put the ruins, by the way? Over there. Okay. So we may not get overgrown ruins once again. Alright. Stone altar, overgrown ruins, and Temple of Fang. And we get Temple of Fang. 1 shot for each vengeance points in the display pile. We can get that really quick. And it's 2 victory points. That's great. Oh crap, did I just put in the other in there? Yeah, I did. Oops. Let's get those out. Ursula will be up by 2. We won't have to worry about the cultist token. In fact, I think we need to be up by 2 with every test we make, just because of that cultist token. But good news is we are going to be able to mulligan our stuff now, and it actually goes straight in there. Okay, so I think everything goes straight here. I don't think there anything comes out other than the first temple. Alright. Oh, you know what? I also forgot to put the jungle music in. Whoops. Let's start that now. Dummy. Alright. Ursula, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leo, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leo, you get Cat Burglar, which is going to be helpful. Leo, which is very going to be helpful, and Mitch Brown. Alright. So let's figure out what we want for Leo first. Cat Burglar is going to help us get it around. Mitch is going to help us for skill tests. We have a weapon. I don't think we're going to need Inspired Presence. So let's get a new one. Guard Dog. Alright. As Ursula. Disc, keys, ornate blow. Ornate bow. So she has discs, which is great. She has guts. I don't think she's going to need the ornate bow. Key of Yeast is one of the ones I put in her. She gets, but I'll show you when it gets in. But I think we want to start with disc and get out of there. Let's get rid of guts and ornate bow. 1, 2. Oops. Pathfinder and crack the case. That's really good. We're going to be zooming in with Ursula now. Okay, so she has cracked the case. Alright, how do we want to do this? Well, the first things first, we're going to start with Leo. And we're going to pay 5 resources for Leo DeLuca. So Leo Anderson and Leo DeLuca all together. And that was a free action. Alright, so he's going to check our compass. He does not attack of opportunity, so that's good. To make sure the next thing we find is what we can explore to get away from this thing. 1, 2, 3. Alright, Sapiens Haven, which is also very good. River Canyon. Okay, so we'll put Sapiens Haven there, and does it say anything else? Heart and... Alright, so we'll put this on the bottom. Get these 2. Oh, we should put 2 tokens right here. So we only need 2 more. So I think we're already decently well off. So that was one of his actions. The next action, he is going to move. Bam. He's going to explore? I think that's what we want to do. I think we want to explore, but we'll be up. We won't be up by 1. I was like, say, because he only. Do I really want to use Mitch Brown for this? Yeah. You know what? Let's play Ever Vigilant. Oops, yeah, here we go. Alright, we'll play Ever Vigilant. So we're up by 3. We get -1. So we get 1 clue. I want those victory points. We lost all of them. And there's 1 more action left, and we're going to explore, which will be Serpent's Haven. There's 4 tokens. 1, 2, 3, and 4. He goes over here. All right. Okay, so Ursula, you're going to really be the one grabbing all these clues. Should I put Pathfinder out or discs? Always put discs out. That's Basilisk. We do not want to fight those Basilisks. So, put a disc out, so that's 1 action. She's going to move for 1 other action. And for a free action, she's going to go ahead and look for this. So she's up by 2. So the cultist token doesn't bother us. -1. So she gets 1. She has 1 action left. And she's going to play Crack the Case. Played when it discovers the last remaining clue, gets X number of resources by that shroud value. So she gets 2 resources for free. Her last action, she's going to play Pathfinder. And she's going to use Pathfinder. Boom. Get over here. So we just need 2 more tokens and we're good. That was a great start. Alright. Enemy's turn. He's like, what the hell? After a pillow token is placed on the mouth, exhaust Winged Serpent and is not ready during the upkeep of this round. That's really good. So one of us can go over here and get him off. Alright, so everyone gets 1. Leo, you get Thompson. You're not going to get money for it, though, at this point. Because of Leo. And there's, you don't have your Lone Wolf, unfortunately. That Lone Wolf works really well. And Ursula, you get the Relic of Ages. We're going to use that as a token, though, but it does have an extra ability. Exhaust to test Will or Lore 4. If you succeed, remove 1 Doom. Or if you fail, add 1 Doom. You can do that once per game. Alright, so 1 Doom goes in the Jungle's Heart. And I want to double check I don't start at Agenda 2B. I don't think I do. Yep, it's at 2B. So we have plenty of time. And then Leo, you get Apex Stranglewood. Could I kill this thing? No, not really. It's like I do miss the I do miss the the victory. Man, what should I do? I think I'm just gonna punch him in the face. No, let's use the discs to get rid of it. It's too close to what we need to do. This gets on exhaust. Ursula, you get ants! Ants in my pants! Ants! So, can you help me? Yeah, I could. Let's put her back. Ants in the pants! So she's up by 0 right now. Let's do Relic of Ages. That's, so she's up by 3. You get a +1. And go away. Alright, so how should we do this? Ursula's best to get these since those. You would be good at exploring to try to get away from this guy. You would have to deal with whatever, but Ursula can back you up too with key of use, which she doesn't really want to pay. Alright. Let's go ahead and explore with Leo. He gets... doesn't? Low on supplies. We're going to all take 1 damage. Leo DeLuca, take 1 damage. Little loud, buddy. Alright. So that's 1 action. Once again, we're going to explore. Lost in the Wilds. Great. Test will 3, so we'll show up by 1, take 1 horror, and you cannot move or explore, which we don't want to do. So we're going to exhaust our cat burglar to be up by 2. Oop, apparently I have a resource in there. I don't know how that got in there. Plus 1. Well, at least I'm getting these out of the deck. I'll go back and we're going to explore once again. Path of Thorns. Oh, crap baskets. You get it, alright. Oh, I have 1 action left. He's going to come down here. He's going to hit us or something. Well, if he's going to hit us either way... That sucks. I might be able to find that. I don't think I can. Well, that's that. What am I thinking? Triangle. We can get to the river. We can find the river, and then we go over that way. And I think we're going to go ahead and try that. So we're going to explore once again and hopefully find the river. River Canyon! One time I'm actually happy of finding you. Here's the River Canyon, which has 2 clues. You go there, and you go there. Alright, that was the last of your actions, but now we have enough room to maneuver through the Winged Serpent. Alright, Ursula. Kinda want to play the Key of Yeast. At the same time, I just want to grab all these to move and maybe grab that 1 more clue. You don't need to grab an extra clue though. You just need to get out of there. We want that victory. We want that victory. So we're going to explore. -1. She gets 1. Set 2. She's going to do it again. Second action. Cultist, -2, which she passes. Yes, exactly. We don't want to use any of this, which is kind of funny because that should have been last game. Last game we should have did all that, but we didn't play her right. Her last action, but she still has a Pathfinder. Or I move her down here anyway with Pathfinder and try get emergency cash and put out the Key of Yeast. Well, I can't do it next, but I can do it next turn. And then get back up, get 2. 1 for 1 move. The Winged Serpent still. gonna move around, but we can move him right here because it's still closest. So our last action is going to Pathfinder down here for free. Pay this to get 3 resources. Bam. That's the end of her turn. So he's going to Feather Serpent. Going to move down here. All right. 1 resource. 1 resources. Leo, you get Bathe in Blood. Discard an ally from your control. Discard an ally from your hand. So bye-bye, guard dog. No Asterisk card is shuffled back in your deck. Alright. Don't have to worry about his weakness. That didn't matter. And she gets Jake Williams. Jake, help me! Help me! Alright, Jake Williams, you're not exactly gonna be helpful right here. Alright, 1 doom. Okay, Leo, you get a Pit Viper. First time I put this thing out. So, lovely. Bam. From the Wrath of Ashardalon D&D snake. So, he's going to be right here. Ursula, you get Poisonous Spore, so we need to get out of here. Deals damage you are not poisoned, set a poison. We do not want to be poisoned, but we also don't want to kill it. That's fine. Alright. Let's set up our turn. 4, 3. Leo's going to go first, and we are really going to need help to get past this Pit Viper. So I can have 3 and I'll be up. Oh, I won't be able to use Key of Ys. Do I... Thing is, though... I'll be up by... And then Jake can give us an extra 1. Man, that sucks. I think I'm just going to get him to the end to get the hell out of here. I could just kill it. But we'll get vengeance. We don't want vengeance. It's just 1 vengeance, but we're at 4. I think something special happens if we do get up to 5. So I don't think you do. So we're going to do it. I'm going to pitch. Oh, what do I have here? No, I have nothing there that's going to help. Mitch Brown to give us 2. So we're at exactly 3. And then she's going to pitch Jake Williams. So we're pitching everyone. So we're up by 1. And we get +1. Thank goodness. So he's like, ah! That was 1 action. Do I have... Yes. So he's going to move up 1. I can explore and move over here. Or... I think our last 2 actions is going to let us go boom, boom. You know what? I should have just played Key of Ys, to be honest. I don't think I'm going to need it. We're ending this. We're ending this right now. Alright. So, Ursula, you're going to Pathfinder over here to get a free investigate, which you're up by 2. You're -1, so you get it. Then you do 1 of your actions to get the next one. We're up by 2 again. And so we get it, and then we get to move for free. And there's a move action, move 1, and we won. Check your supply, basically investigates at the mouth, spend clues as a group, so 1, 2, 1, 2, and we actually had 2 more than we needed to put. Now we're up 6 pillars. Solve the puzzle of the 6 pillars in order that enter Kinyon. There are 6 pillar tokens. Advance to 2B. That only took 3 actions, 3 turns. With a deep rumbling that shakes the ground outside, something inside the cavern shifts. In a distant sequence, the Sis obelisk slowly descends into the ground, twisting and turning. The serpent creature that guarded the cavern lets out a shriek of anger and hate before flying off and vanishing behind the tree line. One by one, the stone pillars disappear into the dirt. The earth stops shaking. R1. R1. Swallowing your fear, you enter the cavern. In campaign log, record the jungle watches. The jungle watches. Press. Blah, blah, blah. Next in this parentheses, record the names of each card with Vengeance X in the display pile, which there isn't any. Do not tally any marks under Yig's Fury. Each investigator earns experience equal to Victory X. Each visitor earns experience equals to Victory X value to each card in the display pile. The investigator may not spend experience or alter their decks in between scenarios A and B. 5A and 5B. Proceed immediately to part 2. So the first one we get 1, 2, 3. We would get 3 XP for the part 1. Alright, now we're going to set up 2B, but before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and end it here. And once we come back, then it'll be all ready set up. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.